Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the best guild supremacy teams so that you can help your guild take down the Glyphshade boss a little bit better. Now my guild has just made it to difficulty 4 of the Glyphshade boss. Now the resonating level is up to 381. Our top ranker and top damage output dealer, Splash, has just used his attack and gotten 1.95 billion damage, which is really high. Now he is using the Lenya version of this team, and if you have Lenya built up, that is currently right now the optimal team to be running for the Glyphshade boss. And a big shout out to the AFK Analytica Discord, because I've gotten these teams from that Discord server. I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video. They have like the latest AFK Journey news and team sharing of all of the different Dream Realm, Guild Supremacy, everything pretty much. I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video. Okay, now there are 4 teams as of right now, which are considered to be the top performing teams, and I'm going to show you all of them. I did a run of them all in the Alpha Bear, just to show you the formation, and we'll talk about it right here. So the first team is going to be this one, and this is the team which I'm going to be using because I have all of these heroes built up. So if we take a look at the formation, this is what it's going to look like. You have Odie being buffed up with the Rainier position swap, and also Lily May goes into close range to the boss, and Shakira is going to be giving all of them the haste buff, the attack buff if he has exclusive equipment plus 10. Mikola also running to the front line, giving hopefully Mikola and Odie both the haste buff to increase their damage output. Resonating spell is always going to be your best artifact choice for the Glyphshade boss, where you just want to maximize your damage. You don't need to survive for longer because everyone survives, and so you don't need to go for verdant spell artifact. And here Lily May is all the way in the back position because she can then get the resonating spell. You want her to be the rearmost ally getting the buff. If you have a full set of elite charms for Rainier, magic charms, then this will be the best formation, because then his attack buff which he provides to the ally 1 tile behind him will be given to Lily May, and Lily May is the major source of damage in this fight, but Odie almost does as much as her. So this is the best team. If you don't have Mikola, I think you could replace Mikola with Smokey, but Smokey is not as good for this boss because the boss has stuns and pulling type attacks which can interrupt the Smokey. And this is going to be the best option unless you have Lenya. Now if you have Lenya, then we're going to move over to this team. Basically, I've put Hammy in the position where you would want to have Lenya because I don't have Lenya on my account. So here's the team. Lily May and Lenya, your 2 key damage dealers. This time you want to give Lenya the resonating spell because she even out damages Lily May in this team, because you also have all of that, the melee heroes, Kruger, the debuffs to increase the damage from physical sources. And so if you're going to run the Lenya team, you want to run Kruger as a debuffer to increase the damage that the boss will receive from physical damage. Shakira as well to buff up the whole team with haste, and then Mikola as well. This is right now the top performing team and your highest damage output if you have Lenya. If you don't have Lenya, then you're going to have to use the other team that I mentioned. And Lily May. Now, if you the boss goes below 50% health and you have Vala built, you can replace Lily May for Vala. Vala becomes a good option when the boss becomes below 50% health, because then she's attacking in melee form and she hits a lot harder. So that is going to be one replacement, or you can just keep the Lily May in here. And you can even, like, if you don't have Lily May, you can replace Lily May for Odie. Basically, Lily May and Odie are both great damage dealer choices, and Lenya is the overall best right now for Glyphshade. Okay, now here we have a throwback to the past, Corrin, Merrily, Vala. Again, this is a team you're going to want to run if you have the boss below 50% health. That's when Vala shines. So you probably shouldn't run this before that. It's better off you running the Odie and Lily May team. Or worst case, just run Odie and one other damage dealer, Merrily, for example, if you don't have Lily May built. But this team is good when the boss gets below 50% health. You have the attack buff onto Merrily from the Rainier position swap, and the resonating spell onto Vala, so that she can repeatedly cast her ultimates in her melee range. She's going to be dealing a lot of damage to the boss. And you have Kruger to increase the damage from all physical sources. And now finally, there's a team which one person recommended and tried out in the Discord, and this is the team that they were running. Resonating spell again on the Lily May, because you want her to get as much benefit from the artifact, increasing her damage. Rainier positioning, swapping the Odie into the front line. Brian is a hero which if you have his elite magic charms, his target will take bonus damage from, I think, your entire team, and that is why he's a good option here. And Floribel, also over the course of the fight, with all of her summons, they are going to deal more damage to the boss. So this is another option, but both of these options, this one and the Vala team, these are going to be not the greatest options. The top two teams are the first ones I talked about, which are Lily May OD combo or Lenya Lily May combo, or change Lily May to Vala if the boss gets below 50% health. So that is a rundown of the top 4 performing teams right now. Now I'm going to we'll go to the Glyphshade boss. Unfortunately, you're only allowed 1 attack because I would like to try all of the different teams, but this we're gonna try my current best option for a team. Okay, one other thing to mention, if for example you're missing some of these heroes, let's say you don't even have Rainier to Mythic Plus yet, you're a newer player, then you can go for Thorin. Thorin has a similar debuff onto the boss like Rainier does to cause the boss to take increased damage. So that's why I thought Thorin would be a good option if you don't have Rainier. Also, if you don't have Mikola, replacing him for Smokey, but like we mentioned, maybe position him off to the side. I don't know, there weren't many teams of people trying with Smokey, so I don't know really where is the best positioning for him, but you can use him, and yeah, I would test him on the side first, or maybe behind, like the Thorin for example. Okay, Elsa is not really too great anymore. She did, because I think there was some bug or some reason that she was dealing so much damage, and earlier on in the earlier difficulties of Glyphshade bots, people were using Elsa teams and getting massive damage, but it was so much RNG involved in it, like half the time it wouldn't really work and she would just get off really low amount of damage, but then sometimes it would break the system kind of and just deal a lot of damage. Okay, so with all of that being said, we're gonna change around the positioning, and this is going to be it. So one thing is that first of all, Lily May is going to get the advantage of the faction talent tile. You're going to have the Maulers in here. If you have a further upgraded Mauler tree, talent tree, you're going to do even better, have a little bit of higher stats. And the other thing is that you want Lily May to be on the same position as your Mikola, because you want Mikola's buffs to be reaching the Lily May, which is kind of important. And you want to gain the resonating spell. So overall, this is the best lineup for the team. Let's check it out. So Splash managed to get 1.95 billion damage. That's what we're trying to compete with. Let's see what we are capable of doing with this team. So Lily May is in a position that I don't know whether Mikola's Courage Sphere is going to reach her. It's going to be really close. But Shakira is buffing up the team. Yeah, I think Shakira's Lupine's aura should definitely be reaching the Lily May from this position. I don't exactly know about the Mikola. Though 60 seconds left on the boss, already 500 million taken down. Yeah, we're not going to be able to beat 1.95 billion because I'm pretty sure he's running Lenya, and Lenya is the optimal team right now. But hopefully we can come pretty close. Yeah, I mean, about halfway left and already up to 900 million damage, really good. And if you had a lower difficulty of the Glyphshade boss, what it seems like is each difficulty level, they increase your resonating level of your heroes. So if you're at an earlier stage, obviously you're not going to be able to get this much damage because your levels are going to be lower. Like I think they were level 361 at difficulty 3 if I remember correctly, but right now they're level 381. So 20 level boost. Okay, so we got over 1.7 billion damage with this team, which is really good. So this is your dream team if you have these heroes. And unfortunately there's no share button, because I would like to share the replays with my guild so they know that this team formation, but I just shared the Alpha Bear formation I showed you guys as well, so you can share that with your guild. Like you can just do one dummy run in the Dream Run boss and share that formation in your guild chat so that you can recommend to your guildmates what team to run. Okay, so there we go, 1.7 billion damage, which is really good. Okay, so that was pretty much it for this video, just to update you on some of the teams to try. You can try any of these 4 teams, and like I mentioned, if you don't have Rainier or if you don't have another hero, then Thorin would be a decent option. Even, I think, Smokey could be a replacement for Mikola. Floribel seemed maybe a decent option. Maybe even Brian. Even Elsa can be considered. But anyway guys, hopefully this was helpful, and good luck on getting a high score for the Glyphshade boss. And it's fun because then everyone knows who gets the highest score because you have your ranking system right here, like your leaderboard slot, and then also your damage scrolls across the screen. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.